Hello and welcome to this video on PlayoutONE. Today we're going to be talking about social media because we're very excited to have added this little feature into PlayoutONE Pro. With me is Chris Oakley, our development director.
Hi.
Hello Chris. So we have added social media into PlayoutONE Pro. All very exciting. Social media obviously big tool that radio stations need and use every day to promote things to their listeners. How do we do it then in PlayoutONE Pro?
Okay, well, there's two parts to it. First, you need to allow PlayoutONE to be able to post to your Facebook page. So there's a bit of a prerequisite here. If you're going to do this, you need to have either admin rights or at least manage page rights on your Facebook page. So you can't just post to anyone's page, obviously.
And it can't post to a profile. It's got to be a page.
And it can't be your own user profile. No, it has to be a page. That's how this works. So you obviously you would use your radio station page, so My FM, and you'd have created that page in Facebook. You've got access to it, so it's not a problem. So in order to do that, what we have to do first is go to Monitor. And then we go to...
So just to interrupt you there, PlayoutONE Monitor, some people may not have seen this tool.
Yeah.
It comes free, obviously, with PlayoutONE Pro, and it's kind of the heavy lifting tool that keeps PlayoutONE running in the background, doesn't it? And does some clever little tasks and stuff.
Does all sorts. Yeah, it does all sorts. But it does the jobs that, PlayoutONE shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Because PlayoutONE's the playout engine that needs to be concentrated on firing that music and audio. So if we go into Monitor and go to Settings, we go to Social tab, and then if we click Authorize Facebook, you can see there's an Authorize Twitter one as well, but this is how you access these social media systems. So you have to authorize Facebook. So you click it, and the first thing you need to do is then log into your account or an account that has the page administration rights. So I'm just going to log in here. And then once that gets in, we get this, where it's the Facebook app, PlayoutONE Facebook app. You need to give it authorization to access the page here, and you have a big drop-down list with all your pages in. It's already on PlayoutONE. That's what we want. So we're going to choose that page. And that's it. It's that simple. We can close that window now, and as we can see, use Facebook is now ticked. It's all good. Save that off.
And I guess the same would be true for Twitter. You would go through the exact same process.
Absolutely the same. Absolutely the same on Twitter. So once we've done that, we go over to our log, and say, for instance, we want to pop a tweet onto the log here. So we've got dual propaganda. If I click the little tweety bird, that's going to pop that up for me. And as we can see, Facebook is ticked.
Yes.
Because we've authorized for Facebook. Twitter we haven't, so it's not available. I can't do anything with that. And if you wanted to do Twitter, obviously, if you've done Twitter, you can send this. The reason you've got the text boxes is because checkboxes is because you could send this tweet just to Facebook, or you could send it just to Twitter, or you obviously tick both, send it to both.
Lovely.
So because we're using Facebook here as the example, we can do hello. This is a test tweet, test post. Let's say, not like saying tweet on when it's not
just
Twitter.
Feels wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not right. So then we'll save that, and it pops it into the log there for us.
So we've now got what appears to be a social command with a little Facebook icon. Beautiful.
Yeah, and if you've got Twitter, you'll see the Twitter icon, and if you've got both, you see a combination of the two. So what we'll do is we'll sync the log up to exactly that point.
And just a reminder that we're in PlayoutONE Pro here.
That's right.
Social media integration only available with PlayoutONE Pro. If you're a standard user or you're interested in, getting some more details on PlayoutONE Pro, then you can do so by going to our website, PlayoutONE.com.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm now going to click play to play it, and there we go. Dual is now playing. And you say, well, what did the social thing do? Well, it didn't do anything visually on the screen because there's nothing for it to do. This is all working in the background.
So that's now passed something over to Monitor, that then Monitor then goes, okay, I need to do something.
Yes, it pops it into the queue, and then there's a 30-second rotation on that, and then it'll appear on the page.
So it's worth noting then that you'd need Monitor running for this to happen.
Yes, it's very important. Without Monitor, Well,
it's game over.
Well, you can't activate it because without monitor you can't authorize the pages, so you need to be able to do that. So if we now pop over to our PlayoutONE page, we'll do a refresh on that, and we can see on here, there it is.
Hello, this is a test post.
This is a test post, which is published by PlayoutONE, which is the app, and voila.
Wow. Okay.
That's come from the log.
So that's really useful then. For example, if you've got a jock who's voice tracking and they're doing, talking about something particular, they can actually go into PlayoutONE and insert a post. So I'm voice tracking the evening show tonight. I want to put a post in. I can, traditionally I would maybe use Hootsuite or something else, but now we can actually schedule posts from within PlayoutONE. That's so easy to do.
Absolutely. Now there's another element to this which might be very, very useful. So I'm going to stop the log. What I'm going to do is here, Fiction Factory, I'm going to add another post in.
Right.
And I'm going to do this using tags.
Right.
So we've put a standard post out going, hello, but you might want to keep it dynamic.
Yep.
So what we'll do is we'll say now playing, and then we'll say insert tag, and we will choose the title.
So we're choosing the title of the now playing song is what I can see here. And you can also choose from this window log position. So if we didn't want the now playing song title, we could say position 10, and that would pick the 10th song in the list.
That's right, yeah. Absolutely.
So that would be useful for something, I guess, coming up in the next 15 minutes.
Exactly, yeah.
Song title 10, 7, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it keeps it completely dynamic. You actually have to type it in.
Yes.
It's completely dynamic.
Should we do that? Should we do coming up in the next 15 minutes, artist 10, artist 7, artist 3?
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's do it.
You feeling brave?
Yeah, I'm feeling brave, yeah.
Well, okay, then let's change that then.
Sorry to just ruin your demonstration.
In the next 15 minutes.
So yeah, let's go for
so title.
No, let's go artist. Let's do the whole the jock thing of coming up in the next 15 minutes. I've got the Bee Gees, the Four Tops, and CeeLo Green.
Right. Well, in that case, then,
let's go.
The maths on this. The log position. Each song's going to be about 3 or 4 minutes long.
Yeah. Let's go descending order. Let's go with 3 random numbers: 7, 3, and 2. How about that? 7, 4, and 3. Whatever you want.
Well, should we stick with 5?
5 then, yeah. Yeah. So let's put 5 in.
Yeah.
And then should we add another? Let's add 3 in as well. Let's have 3. So radio's always done in 3s. We've got to have 3s.
Oh, I see what you're doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So coming up in the next 15 minutes, you got the Bee Gees, something else, and then something else.
Yeah. So we need probably a comma, I guess, will we?
Yeah.
Everything in radio is done in 3s.
Well, let's just do 2.
Well, we need an and there as well, Chris. That won't look
well, I
very
thought we were doing 3, so...
Oh, yeah,
the first
sorry,
one, comma, then the next one, and then and. Do 4. That way we've got a mixture. Okay, so if we now save that, that puts that into there.
Yep.
And we can see coming up in the next 15 minutes. You can't see the rest of it because it's obviously fallen off the end. You can't.
Well, let's work it out then.
So much space.
We had, if you just widen the log view, remind me of the lottery numbers that we've chosen. We've gone with artist 5, artist 2, and artist 4. So artist 5 is going to be, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heaven 17? Is that right?
Yeah. It's the fifth one after that, yeah.
2 is going to be Blancmange, and 4 is going to be Thompson Twins.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's roll the dice and let's see what happens.
Feeling confident. So if we now run that.
Yep.
There we go. Fiction Factory is off and running.
Yes.
And that's now bunged that into the queue.
Okay, so we're expecting Thompson Twins. No, Heaven 17, Blancmange, and Thompson Twins. I'm nervous.
Well, let's have a look then. We've refreshed the page. Let's have a scroll down, and there we go.
Heaven 17, Blancmange and Thompson twins. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that allows us then to, as you say, be dynamic in what we're posting out.
Yes.
Do we have to type that in every time, or is there a way of actually saving these commands that we can then reference at a later date?
Well, I'm glad you've asked me that, because there is. So what you can do...
I promise this wasn't in the script.
What you can do...
or on that big whiteboard.
Is, let's just stop everything. Now, I could do one or two things here. I could go back into this one, if I wanted, and just copy that, or I could click Save as Command.
Yes.
So if I now click that,
yep,
that will automatically pop the necessary bits into the predefined command section.
Yeah.
And we just need to give that a friendly name. So we can do, we can just call it Coming Up.
So what's a friendly name?
We'll call it Coming Up 15. The friendly name is what you will. Well, it'll become apparent in a minute. But what it is it's a simpler way of seeing something rather than a load of gobbledygook.
I see. Right.
So if we now add that, so there we go. So that's now added it with the friendly name Coming Up 15. So we'll save that and cancel out of there.
Yeah.
So if I now wanted to post that here,
yes,
I can right click on Thompson twins. I can go to Insert Command, then Predefined Command, because that's what it is, and there it is, Coming Up 15.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to see social or all the nonsense. You just want to see that. So you put that in there, and then that's exactly the same as what we've just done.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Understand. Yeah.
And I can run that to show you if you want to, or you can just trust me.
I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. No, that's very, very good. Okay, so we've covered off how you dynamically insert commands, save them, call them back later. Obviously, the other point in this is we would want our music scheduler to be able to schedule these social posts. So how would we go around doing that, for example?
Well, you could add it as a cart. So you could just schedule the cart.
Okay, how do we do that?
A little bit easier. So you can just add in here. If we go into splits and commands, and choose put the radio button on predefined, and then you should see in here Coming Up 15, which is the one we just created.
Yep.
And then we can go back to details, and we can just call that Coming Up as the UID.
But you could have anything in there. That could be a numeric, could be
anything you want. Yeah. And then we can just put as the title Coming Up in 15.
Now the OCD in me wants to put something on the front like social or something.
Yeah. And then we just change that to a command.
So the type has to be a command. That's a key thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it does have to be a command.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it won't do anything.
Okay, so that's in. There's no audio in there because we don't want any audio. I guess we save it and then drag it into the log.
Yeah. So if we just save that, we'll have to find it in here. Where are you? I could search for it, but I can't be bothered.
There it is.
Yeah, coming up in 15 minutes.
Great.
So
it's got a C.
Over. And there we go. And that again would do exactly the same as that because it's got a predefined command attached to it. Then it'll use that.
I don't know, you wouldn't necessarily want to do this, but that way of actually scheduling a command through a cart means you can actually drag that to a hotkey, can't you? And you can actually fire it off on a hotkey if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a bit silly to do that because you'd have about 10,000 Facebook posts.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that because that could violate your Facebook terms.
Yeah, so interesting. Well, it's very easy, and I guess like you said with Twitter, it's the same thing. You just authorize it through Monitor. Now, the big thing that everybody is talking about these days is security. So how secure is this? When you're entering your Facebook details, your social media details for Twitter, are we storing those details?
No.
No, okay.
No, those details aren't stored. What it does is it negotiates with Facebook via our app, which is on Facebook, and it asks you for permission, which is what that drop down is. It's asking for permission. If you don't give it permission, that's it. It's the end of the road. You can't use it. You have to give it permission because it has to be able to post to your page. So it needs the necessary.
So when we're actually typing our login details into Twitter and Facebook, we're actually doing it on the Twitter and Facebook site, not our site.
It looks like it's happening within a window, but it's actually just a browser.
Yeah.
But we're just leveraging the returned information, which is just an access token, which Facebook gives back to us. So it's all above board.
Yep.
This is how it works.
Yep.
It's OAuth authentication. That's how it operates. So that's at most, that's all we're storing is the access token.
Yep. Interesting. Okay, superb. Well, Chris, thank you very much for demonstrating that to us today. As we said, this social media function is available in PlayoutONE Pro only, and if you'd like to get more details on PlayoutONE Pro, then you can get them from our website, PlayoutONE.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon on another video.